Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Free Hammers, and this is our review and just a little, summary of the few things that's gone on in the last few days. Obviously, since my last video when I did the preview for the Viborg game, obviously Kerr has signed for West Ham, the German defender. Did get to see him last night as well, but we'll go into that in more detail later. Formation was Ariola in goal, Ashby at right back, who continues to impress me. He's ready. He really is ready to go. Nice to see Oggy back as well. Ben Johnson and Oggy at centre back, with Sufal playing at left back. Coventry and Soucek in the middle. Cornet, Bowen, Lanzini and Scamacca up front. It was a bit of a nervy one for a while in that game. They played the ball back quite nicely, and we were quite wasteful at times. The early chance with Scamacca that sort of fell to Bowen didn't happen. It was like I say, that these games are always quite nervy, and West Ham are renowned for making these games a lot harder than they need to. But the goal did come, a good goal as well. The ball was played down the line by Sufal to Cornet, who did his man, a couple of tricks in and out, and then whipped the ball in for Scamacca to leap high and put in a really, really good goal. So glad he's off the mark on his full debut. Obviously, we've seen him off the bench a couple of times, but this was his full debut. And, when you play a team like the team we played last night, who, no disrespect to them, are a real lower level team. If you're, a good level player, you should be scoring against them. And it's a good chance to, get that confidence going. If he didn't score last night, obviously, the confidence starts to drain away from strikers. As a striker, it's all about confidence. And that would have done him a world of good last night. Second half, we did go 2-0 up. A fantastic hit from Bowen. Obviously picked the ball up, shot it low and hard. Really, really, really good goal. They obviously got a goal back with the header, back post header. A little bit of a mix up in the box, but that's just the way these things happen. Just makes it a little bit more slightly nervy that the fact they've got a goal, but I do think we've got enough, because obviously we did go on and get the third goal. The pass from Kerr to Benrahma, who again, delivered, burst into the box, laid it on a plate for Antonio to put it in with the outside of his foot to make it 3-1. Like I say, that should be enough next week. That should be enough, and I'm hoping that is enough. But yeah, we did what we had to do. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't the best of games. Good goals, and Benrahma's definitely, I think maybe had an arm around him or had a little kick to say, look, come on, you need to deliver performances. And I'm hoping that Moyes is, from the Nottingham Forest performance, from the little cameo last night as well, he's putting his arm in and saying, look, this is what you're about, this is what you can do, and it's important that he does do that. Scamacca did well. Like I say, a goal, and did well. Bowen got a goal, which is good to see. Cornet was really impressive. Ashby was really impressive. If I have to look at some of the, I don't want to call them negatives, but things to improve, is a better way of putting it. Soucek is seriously out of form, and I don't want to sit here, saying drop him or sell him. That's not how I'm about. But he needs something needs to happen where he needs a big performance, or like I say, a break from the team, because it's just not happening for him here. He looks really sloppy on the ball. He looks quite lethargic and very stiff. He's very stiff on the ball. This is probably nothing new, we know this, but it's being highlighted a bit more, especially when Rice is next to him. Coventry wasn't great, didn't set the world alight, but again, if we saw him next to Declan Rice, would he look better? Yeah, I think Fornals, there's a shout. People are shouting to play Fornals next to Rice in the Brighton game. I don't know. I'll talk about that tomorrow when I do a preview for it. But yeah, I'm just glad that we've won. Like I say, 1 foot into the group stage now. Hopefully we can go there, just do the business. Listen, to go out, we've got to concede quite a few goals. And I think we're strong enough to do that. It was so good to see Bonner play last night. That was one of the the highlights. Obviously he's not fully ready yet. He did about 66 minutes, but yeah, when he's back, he's another one. He's got to be hard to shift, and he's going to be wanting a first team place himself as well. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'm sure loads is going to happen in the transfer market between now and, the closing in a couple of weeks' time. We're very, very heavily linked to that Vankerman from Bruges. So we'll see what happens there. And I'm sure, there's a couple more that he wants as well. There's still a few. We are, for me personally, we're still desperate for a good centre midfielder that can sit next to Rice. Left back is still an option, even though Soufal looked quite good there last night. Whether he could play in the Prem, I do not know. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, come on, you irons. Keep believing. 1 foot in the group stage. A European journey is there for the taking.